Hello investors, I hope this video finds you well. This is a new top 7 stock picks. This is for Monday, and I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and a great investing week next week. Let's start it off right by getting some great picks. I also want to talk about my Friday. I did have a 1.9% gain today. Definitely had some good luck, but I had to do a maneuver, and I'll talk to you about that later. So far this year, I'm above my goal for the beginning of the year, which was 200%. I'm at 206.32% year to date. Things are moving right along. The last 2 days have been a really rough couple of days. There's been lots of stuff going on, and so that's really been affecting the markets. And I'm hopeful that that's going to turn around. We can just get past all this and we can start having a good market going forward. So the thing I like to do on Fridays is I like to cover basically all the stocks that were sold as part of this list, and then how I did with them. And I hope that everyone had the exact same results that I did, but we're just gonna go through it. And I always say that you never make or lose money until you sell a stock. Monday, I sold one stock, and that was ALEC, sold for a 6.5% gain. That was the only stock sold on Monday. And on Tuesday, we sold VOX for a 23% gain, which was really good. And then PRSP, that never did really react since the insider activity, and sold that for even. Now on Wednesday, I sold BATRA, sold that for a 2.6% loss. That did not end up working out. Hey, you're gonna make some of those. And then the next one was BCLI. That was a great pick, and that was a 7% gain. So that was good. And on Thursday, sold GES, the Guess brand, and sold that for a 5.5% gain. And then AVCT sold for a 2.7% gain. I understand that some of you did not do as well with that pick. That one definitely fluctuated in price big time and was a tougher one, but I did well on it. There's a lot of people in our Patreon group that did well on it also, because we got in early before that big run up. That's the advantage of the Patreon group. As soon as I see insider activity, report it to the group and we start getting in it. On Friday, sold NTWK, sold that for a 7% gain, so that was a good pick. EBF sold for a 2.5% gain, so that was today. And then ONCT, now I called this out late yesterday, but the video had already been made. I was able to buy it in aftermarket and then sell it in pre-market. I saw that the market was down. Since the market was down this morning, sold it for an 11% gain, and then ended up buying it back again later in the day. So I'm gonna kind of talk about that in our top 7 list as we get to it. So made money on 8 out of 10, and only 1 of those was a loss. I think that's a pretty good week. Let's continue that type of return, and hopefully we get some of these PDUFAs running up and that they start doing well. I get lots of questions and I get lots of people messaging me. And the one thing I've kind of noticed is that there are some buyers out there that are brand new that are doing market buys and market sells. And I would highly encourage you to only do limit buys and limit sells. Don't do the market buys or the market sells. The reason is because you pay the best price that's available, and sometimes that's not a good deal for you. That's a good deal for the seller who has a limit sell, for example. If you're going on a market buy and someone's got a limit sell and it's up really high and they're hoping to get that amount of money, if that is the best price available, that's what you end up paying, and so then that's not a good deal. Same thing with selling. When you do a market sell, you're going to get the best price someone's willing to buy it for, and that may not be a good deal. So I highly recommend, if you're brand new, this is just a tip that a lot of investors learn. All of us learn kind of the hard way when we first start. We don't know anything, and we just start with the market buys and market selling, and we think that's the way to do it. Change that sell from market to limit, and it will help you to make money. That was just something I kind of wanted to talk about. We share techniques in our Patreon group, and if you are looking for a group of investors that really help one another, check that out in the description down below. It does cost a little bit of money, but you know, if you have one good trade, you pay for 10 months. So it's definitely worth it in that sense. Let's get to the top 7. We're just gonna get right into it and get going. So there's 2 stocks that aren't on this list that I currently own. So one stock is LPCN. LPCN is still not on this list, and it has a PDUFA date of August 28th. I believe in it very much. That's the whole reason why I bought it and that I own it. And they have a testosterone replacement therapy that is going to be looked at, and I think it's very, very marketable. I think LPCN is one that's really going to run up, and it's going to be a great stock. I do already own it. I've been adding on the dips, and I think it's a good stock to own, and I think it's going to really turn a really nice return here in about a month. Another one that's not on the list That is TTOO. That is definitely not because I don't believe in TTOO. Their sepsis test is going to be great once it gets FDA approved. And also they have other tests and they can just do them so much faster than anybody else. So just a sepsis test within just a couple of hours is really huge, and hospitals need that. And so I think TTOO is a great stock to own. Now we're gonna get to the top 7. Number 7 is FDX, FedEx. FedEx had a director buy by Marvin Ellison of $362,000 of his own money. That is a house. In a lot of places, that's a house. He spent a house on his own company. I think that that's extremely bullish. This stock is really not taken off yet, so if you haven't gotten in this one, the market's kind of held it down, over the last couple days with the market being down. It's up just a little bit for me, and so I think this is a really good one to get into. It's definitely a very safe stock, and I think it's a stock that could really run. Number 6 is SCHW. That is Schwab, and they had a director buy of $100,000. This one, again, because the market's been down the last couple of days, it's kind of been held back. I'm just a tiny bit up in this stock, and I think there's still tons of room to grow. There's got to be a reason for that director buy. That is one to consider, and I would say that's a good one to get into also. Number 5 is FENC. FENC has a PDUFA date of August 10th, so that is right around the corner. I think this one's really going to climb. This is one to get in now. Get in now before it really starts to run. It has not run yet, and so your timing is really perfect. You could probably add this on a dip, and I expect next week to be phenomenal for it, and the week after that to even be more phenomenal for it. FENC is one to definitely get in now if you're not in. Number 4 is BAC, so Bank of America, and Bank of America had an $800 million insider by Warren Buffett. And this one also has been held back by the market. So I found that to be extremely bullish. And when Warren Buffett goes into a stock, I tend to pay attention and want to go into that stock also. So BAC is one I think that can really, really climb and has not climbed yet. I highly recommend it. I think it's a good, safe stock to go into, BAC. Number 3, and this one is coming right up. This has been on the list forever, and that's TRVN. Has an upcoming PDUFA date of August 7th. That is coming up for their painkiller drug. I'm expecting great things from TRVN. I think that's a great one. There's still plenty of room to run. Anything under 2 is a terrific, terrific buy. Number 2 is LEVI. LEVI. This one's new to the list, and Christopher McCormick, a director, bought it $11.92 a share. And also, this one gets given out a lot at Webull, so they have to buy those shares as a reward. So LEVI is definitely a good stock, and it's one you kind of get for free right now if you join Webull. If you're looking for a powerful broker, that's a great thing to join in the description down below. But I like LEVI very much. I think that's great, and since the insider's gone in, I'm up like 1% in it. Again, the market's kind of held it down, but I think it's one that's still got a lot of room to go. So, all right, number 1, and I like this pick a lot, and it is ONCT. And I think this one's going to be really great, and it's a direct offering, and I really don't like direct offerings, but in this case, I think it's extremely bullish, and here's why. So the direct offering appears to be closed. That's always a good sign for the stock when it tends to move back up. And a director and a legal counsel bought shares as part of the direct offering, which is very bullish. Whenever you've seen officers get in on that, that is a very bullish thing to do. And I think this one is really going to climb. And man, it showed some real strength early in the day. I think it's got so much further to go because it's really been beat up. So that's a great stock to get into. I do a lot of work for this list, so if you could do me a huge favor and hit that most amazing and wonderful like button, and then if you would do me the honor of sharing this video with your friends, I so appreciate it. If you're seeing this middle-aged guy for the first time and you're wondering, hey, who's this guy talking about stocks? And you are interested in what I have to say, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so that you can get the newest picks and the reasoning behind everything. Also, if you're looking for a powerful broker and you want free shares, you can get a free share when you sign up. You get another free share when you deposit money. Check out the link down below for Webull. Webull is a very powerful broker with great scanners and also has terrific early market, pre-market, and aftermarket hours. I very much appreciate all the subscribers out there. Thank you for helping to make this channel a success. I enjoy answering your questions and being able to talk to all of you each and every day. Have a great weekend and a great investing week next week, and Raythoven out.